to the Rivington General. Browse carefully. The weapons are sharp. Scale friend. Hi. Want a blade? Or a bow? Or a dagger? Or maybe a spear is more your thing? You look like you know how to use a spear. By spear. What'd you say? Huh? There's nothing menial about serving Gildraw Angelion. He's a living legend. Do you know he's won Best Smith in Rivington 7 years in a row? And he says that if I move enough stock, I might even get to have a go on the anvil. Oh, all right. Yes, I just got to find a way to bother him. Without actually bothering him. He doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in the zone, see? Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, yay!
What path lies before me?
Clearing outsiders from Rivington and the refugee camp soon. Mark my words.
Fuck! Armor, blades, the Rivington General.
We won't need
Good job, gang.
If we do this right, they'll run for the
You want to see Dribbles the clown, don't you?
One of our red cap cleaners today. You're going to hire all the red.
What's up for discussion?
there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
The possibilities are infinite.
What do you...
Tommy can handle.
If I was a Sharan lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make...
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. Excuse me? I was born inside the city walls, a Baldurian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners. You and I have nothing more to say to one another. They're beggars and criminals.
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you...
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, and seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
About honest citizens.
How can I help?
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. I'm gonna let you through because I don't want to take any risks. But you better not be lying.
Is everything all right, Manip Nestor? Sir?
There's been a report of dangerous contraband in the donations, and we're going to check it out.
Why? All these goods have already been checked in.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Fist. Fall in and do your job. I hear you've been given permission to be here. Don't disappoint me.
What's inside?
You were right. Explosives. Now give me some room. I need to make sure the rest of these donations are safe. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
Seems we were patrolling around a powder keg. Glad I didn't get burned up. But from what you tell me, I had it easy compared to the rest of you.
Who would do such a thing?
I say, terribly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. Oh, folk come, folk go. It's a little dull, to be frank. The room next door has rather reeked of late, though. And that's coming from me.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington. A danger to all of us.
Pardon if my eyes are all saucer-like. I didn't realise Baldur's Gate was so big. Dangerous? Oh, it's a gold mine. So many pockets to pick. Wait, I know you. You're the reason some of us got here in one piece. Thanks. And you're in luck, because we're having a special sale on some of the choice items I picked up on our way here. Fancy stuff. Want to see? Don't be a goose. They couldn't be. Bloody flaming fists are guarding that barn like it was a bank. But even if they were liberated from the barn, all profits go to the refugees anyway. So it's legit, right? Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
Instead of these scruffy outlanders.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
Are the gods truly this petty?
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna say it? What happens if they don't say it? Say it? Really? No. No, that just won't do.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't. Whatever the dog thinks, being here is much better than being out there. Right, my dear?
Well, the children can be a touch grabby, but... yes, you're quite right, my darling. War is no place for a precious little baby like Biscotti after all.
Look, I know you're not gonna say it, so you might as well be on your way. Amma? Oh, goodness! You said it! Wondrous day! I am a good dog. You could come back. I like you.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. I don't give a shit about all that. It's how I've been treated, which is the real travesty. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
All in one.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm, though.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
Ah! Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
And soon.
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Leave Christine to me.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
I'm really worried about Umi.
Don't take that on yourself. So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
You made it here all on your own.
Is pretty.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe. Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do. We've lost so many. We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
Bards can talk their way out of trouble as well as into.
She sent a message. She's at the outside cabin. Hopefully making herself comfortable.
Glad at least one of us is doing well.
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
And Cyril.
Don't take that on yourself. You know who's really responsible.
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just line up and taking their fair share, we've had plenty for everyone.
If won't get as we got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Back off! I found these apples first.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us bloody keepers, I say.
What's that?
We're as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Vald Iskablast.
You recognize the funeral rites of the Gur people, famed monster hunters. She's burning the possessions of those who have fallen.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this. My thanks. We grieve those who left us, but celebrate them too. They died well. There is doom in the air these days, but welcome news too. Word has reached me that the undying Ketheric Thorm is destroyed, and if whispered tales can be believed, he was defeated by one looking much like you. The head of the shadow-cursed warlord is an impressive trophy. I am wondering if I could tempt you with another. It is a solemn task, one this city forces us to undertake time and again. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future. They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did. Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Must be exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack?
It is good to have you with us. There is something rotten at the heart of this city. And it needs purging.
There'll always be more.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the hills and back, but this does not feel right. Rush into their claws again.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same.
And let the marshal all their strength together.
If won't get us fed and watered.